everyone. Firstly, my name is Samantha Bulum. I'm from the province of West New Britain and Central in the beautiful country of Papua New Guinea. I'm currently studying in Australia, taking in state of Queensland, Townsville, city of Townsville, at the Great Barrier Reef Institute of Tech, which I'm taking up sustainable energy.
I'm Emmanuel Amti. I'm from Mount Hagen, Western Islands province of Papua New Guinea. This is my 15th month in Townsville. I'm studying at JCB.
My name is Jemima, and I am from the highlands of Papua New Guinea, specifically Anga. But I'm also from the coast as well, so I'm sort of half central, half highlands.
My name is Stephanie India. I'm in PNG. I'm from the islands, Anga province. Yeah. I'm in third year here at James Cook University. This is my third year in Townsville. I study engineering. Yeah. One of the reasons why I came here was because the course I wanted to do was not offered in the two major universities in PNG. That's why my parents sent me to get a good education.
I'm 21 years old. I'm originally from Ghana, but I've lived in PNG for pretty much a while.
Well, as you said before, being a Papua New Guinean, I take much pride in that because we are a country with we have a lot of resources, as well as rich in our culture is very diverse. As you know, we have 800 plus languages. That's something I very much take pride in. We are very unique in our own sense.
It leaves you, like if you're living with your parents, and if you leave your parents, it means you become a man, and then you grow up like your own. And it's the same, like to PNG, when he leaves Australia, each man, and he grew up stronger and stronger as the years go to PNG. And that's what I think what independence means.
Well, what it means to me is, it's my country's independence. It's something to be very proud about. What can I say? Like, the fact that we're a free nation, that we can govern ourselves, we can choose what we want to do, and the fact that every country can come together to celebrate our independence, I think that's a very important thing because it brings, all of PNG's culture and everything like that together, and I think that's important, personally.
Personally, I'm just, proud about the fact that we're dependent on ourselves. We can run the affairs of our country the way we want, incorporated with our culture and religion or whatever. But yeah, it just makes me proud that we're dependent on ourselves and not dependent on other countries. Although we get a lot of help from Australia.
It's quite the same to Port Moresby, but yeah, it's, well, from my experience, I guess it's a little bit like home, a little bit. So I guess it was easy to make the transition, the move from PNG to Australia. Well, I'd say that definitely PNG is a developing country, so you can't exactly expect, changes overnight. It's completely different in Australia, whereas in PNG, it's completely different.
Yeah, I found out some of the differences, things I found out was about our culture. Our culture, Papua New Guinea is like mostly influenced by our cultural system to the modern society, and Australia, I found out the attitude, post attitude is much better than from PNG. How they greet people, most of them are friendly, kind. They mind their own business, and most of them are helpful.
Well, I was excited when I first came, and then adjusting to like school and the lifestyle here, food or like just everything in general was okay. I guess not much of a shock there since I lived in Port Moresby. But I think the part that I found kind of hard adjusting to was just the people in general, the friends I made here. Like I just had to socializing and stuff. I had to put like more effort into like just just simple things like getting their sense of humor.
I would say like coming from the city, Port Moresby and Townsville, it's quite similar in terms of the weather. It's hot, and there's similarities there. But I would say very different. So it was a great culture shock. Get that there's no bitterness. It was very clean and refreshing to like as a female, like I can be able to go walk around at night times, whereas let's say we in gym, like it's very insecurity, like I wouldn't see females
as a woman, walking around at this kind of time.
Yes.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock coming here, I guess. Especially, I guess, people in Australia or in Townsville are more, I have to say, more bare or open in certain areas compared to PNG. In that sense.
Generally, it's like they have big gatherings of family and friends, and so much food, so much, so many cultures just come together, and then they do their different dances, and it shows you exactly what each culture is about, their traditions, their, the way they speak, the way they dress, the way they dance, because PNG, it's made up of more than 20 different provinces, and all of these ones put together, you just come together in a big, colorful, culturally diverse people, and yet they still come together as one family on that special day.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, well, usually with the family and everything. But I guess with the family being a bit spread around here, just have a small celebration. Sometimes maybe just me and my bro just go to Macca's or something. Get something from there. Pull up the parents. Because you'll have the independence.
People have their own way of celebrating. I mean, in terms of culture, like since we have 4 regions in Papua New Guinea, people, there's, I would say it's a mixed, it's not just one very colorful time.
I've never actually celebrated an Independence Day in Enga, but they usually have the Enga Cultural Show around that time, and they have all these little schools where the provincial government funds little Independence Day celebrations where they have cultural shows and like games and stuff, or like sports. They put like small competitions and stuff, and they put in like money for as like prize for people to like play and stuff, just have fun. But they have moves and stuff afterwards.
In my culture, we usually celebrate independence with traditional songs, dances, and sometimes people go into extreme. They're gonna wake you up on your doorsteps with mud all over. They're gonna rub all the mud over you, and you won't say anything bad to them because they'll be celebrating independence.
Oh, well, generally, Highlanders, we do the whole mumu thing, and then in my family, we have a big gathering, maybe do a mumu barbecue, play some games, just sit down, get together, tell stories, and stuff like that. Maybe our grandparents talk about what it was like before independence and what it's like after independence, what it was like when PNG was first colonized, and how everything's changed from back then till now.
Yeah.
This is like a general family gathering. Nothing that spectacular, but it's fun anyway. You can feel the whole closeness and everything.
Like for me, as being part of two origins, one from the NGI and the other from the coast, southern region, we have different ways of celebrating. Like for the NGI region in West New Britain, it's more of like, how do you say, also the cultural attire is very different to that of the people at the coast who wear baskets and such. With in the NGI region, lap-lap is the means of men attire being worn, lap-lap and leaves, with woven leaves, and facial painting. With coastal, it's to do with graskets more, and of course a bit of face painting there, and more of singing.
Apart from the obvious physical features and stuff, I think the main thing would be just like once you talk to someone,
Attitude.
yeah, the way they talk, or it's just Papuans are just so much more like, well, like open, and they understand. I think you just click.
Yeah.
And then that's the way I differentiate, like, that's the way Papua New Guineans stand out. Like, you just meet them one lap, and then you talk to them, and then, oh, okay, oh, you blow him, you go slap, okay. And then you start conversing, and you're just clicking. So, and then passing the way they talk, and then it's just the same as you, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing that I think differentiates Papua New Guineans from everybody else. We have that Utla passing towards our Wantoks.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well, a typical Papua New Guinean, I would say someone who carries rice bag and walks around and who is dressed and really doesn't mind about their dressing. Rice bag, gula plamamos, they're just open and friendly people, and some looks and stuff.
About this clothes or shoe, there's one of the main shoes being favored the most is K26.
Okay.
Well, you can identify that guy must be a Papua New Guinean because he's wearing a K26 Dunlop.
Oh, definitely the bilum. If you see someone carrying a bilum around, whether they be Australian or, I don't know, Japanese or American, if you carry the bilum around, like, yeah, that's PNG person right there. They're carrying our bilum, yay, kind of thing like that.
Oh.
Okay, so I've spent 3 of my past Independence Days in Australia. They've been different from the way I used to celebrate independence in PNG. Well, similar in some ways in terms of like food and the main things we do, like say the national anthem, say the pledge, or share food together, meet up with Wantoks and just enjoy the event or whatever. But in PNG, I used to go to the flag raising ceremony in the mornings, and then attend the cultural shows that were held at the main university. Yeah.
So I guess, people, when you're in someone else's country, you tend to act a bit differently to what it's like back home. People dress differently, they talk differently, but generally, comparing independence in another country
Yeah.
to your own, I guess it sort of brings members of the PNG community together, you know, in one big happy family, like a family gathering
Yeah.
in Australia. Similar but a bit different because you don't really have your national bilas with you.
Mhm.
I mean, it's hard to bring it through customs to
Yeah.
another country, so yeah.
So coming to Australia and being like independence in Papua New Guinea, if I were to be there, it would have been a very, it's a very big thing, big event.
Yeah.
Big celebrations, things happening
Yeah.
here and there, and people were carrying their flags everywhere.